Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2020 BMW 750i xDrive, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. There are several new design cues that distinguish the refreshed 2027 series from last year's model. Literally front and center is a new, much larger grille that bears a striking resemblance to that of BMW's new flagship SUV, the X7. Also new are restyled bumpers, a full-width taillight cluster, and vertical air outlets aft of the front wheels. The 7 Series will also be one of the first vehicles available with BMW's Laserlight headlights, which emit a brilliant white light that allows drivers to see much further down the road than even LEDs. Last year's conventional engine choices return, however, though all have been tweaked in one way or another. The base turbocharged 6-cylinder that comes in the 740i that has a starting MSRP of $86,450 receives a 15 horsepower bump to 335 horsepower, while torque remains unchanged at 330 pound-feet of torque. Up next, you got the 2020 750i xDrive. It has a starting price of $102,650. Here's the thing. The most significant boost in power is to the 750. It used to have 443 horsepower. Now it has 523 horsepower. Used to have 479 pound-feet of torque. Now it's got 553 pound-feet of torque. So the 750i is very stout. Then you've got the range-topping M760i xDrive. It's got a starting MSRP of $157,700. It has a V12 that now produces 600 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque. BMW does make the new 2027 series in an E, in a hybrid. The 745e xDrive, it has a starting price of $95,550. It receives the most significant mechanical upgrades out of all the 7 Series. Last year, the 740e featured a 2-liter turbocharged engine and a hybrid powertrain, and that was good for a combined 322 horsepower. This new 745e will improve performance by switching to a 6-cylinder engine, and that's going to increase horsepower to 389 horsepower and 442 pound-feet of torque. So a huge jump for the hybrid. But the highlight of the new 2020 BMW 7 Series is arguably its multitude of new features, options, and enhancements. The digital instrument panel screen is modified, boasting a far more futuristic design than the previous analog-inspired display. The iDrive infotainment system jumps 2 generations to the latest iDrive 7 software, offering better voice recognition than before, along with a digital assistant similar to the one you have on your phone. These luxuries join already available exotic features, including massaging front and rear seats, air fragrances, and a road scanning camera that adjusts the dampers to counteract upcoming rough surfaces. Like any modern car, especially at this lofty price point, the 2020 BMW 7 Series is loaded with driver assistance features. Standard items include forward collision warning, lane departure warning, a blind spot monitor, rear cross traffic alert, and autonomous parking. The standard automatic emergency braking system can also now detect cyclists in addition to pedestrians. The optional driving assistance package includes extended traffic jam assist, which is a variation on last year's similarly named feature, which now provides a hands-free driving experience at speeds up to 37 miles an hour on certain highways. A new item called Backup Assistant automatically reverses the 7 Series out of a parking space by using the previously stored park-in information and following the same line you took when you parked the car. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the new 2020 BMW 750i xDrive with all that new horsepower, 523 horsepower, 553 pound-feet of torque. The new 750, it was always sporty and quick. I've always loved them. Now it's even better. What are we looking at? Well, we're looking at the exterior colors for the 750i for 2020. This color here that they're showing is called Bernina Gray Amber Effect. That is a long word for some shade of gray. Then we have something that's called Arctic Gray Metallic. Sounds like a little more normal. We've got this Royal Burgundy Red. Probably won't see many of these on the road. You've got a Mineral White Metallic. You'll certainly see plenty of those. Dark Graphite Metallic. You've got an Imperial Blue Metallic. You'll always see a blue 7 Series somewhere. Glacier Silver Metallic. Cashmere Silver Metallic. I like that color. Then you have your Jet Black. I like that. It's not the metallic. There's that Black Sapphire Metallic. I'm not really crazy about that. I prefer the Jet Black. I'm glad to see they have it. And then finally, there's that Alpine White. And then I guess we can kind of do a virtual walk around of the exterior, as you can see right there. Check this out. It's worth noting. Yeah, all these cars, all these 7 Series are really expensive. I really do think that the 750i xDrive is the best of the bunch. You know, here it is. It makes 523 horsepower. It does 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. So here's the 750i xDrive, right? It has MSRP of 102,650, I think it was. If we come over here to the performance, we can see that the M760i, which has a much higher MSRP, and it's got more horsepower, but that V12 is heavy. It does 0 to 60 in just really 3.6 seconds, so it's not really that much faster. All right, it's a skosh. Okay, it's a skosh. And then the Alpina, the other fast one, I didn't really get into that, and we're not going to talk about the Alpina. It too makes 600 horsepower, and it does 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. So it's a little bit faster than the V12, but not much. And at the end of the day, it's really not that much faster. It's only 0.4 of a second faster than the 750i. I think the 750i is a really good way to go. So, with that said, let's explore a little bit more specific features about the 7 Series. And what I mean by that is the 740, 750, and 740i xDrive as well. So, like I said in the beginning, we're doing a build and price on the 2020 750i xDrive. But we're also going to learn about the other configurations along the way. Well, we're along the way, so we're going to be learning about the other configurations too. Okay, so yeah, there it is. We're going to specifically just learn about our 750i xDrive on this particular page. 740, I think the 740 is actually a nice rig. I do. I think the 740 is a nice rig at 335 horse. I think the 0 to 60 is respectable. 90 grand, yeah, I think it's a nice rig. But you know what? I need a V8. 523 horse, 3.9, yeah, and 102,650 for that starting price. Look how nice that is. Is that an M performance brake caliper? Sure does look like it. So maybe we can get M performance brakes now on this car. The last time I did a build and price on a 7 Series, it was 2018, so I've already put a link up to that video. I've already put a link up to the 2019 Audi A8L that I did a build and price on. Very nice car. Definitely competes with this car, so you might want to take a look at it. Let's move on. Let's move on by checking out some notable features before we get into looking at the gallery. So there's an available, and I showed this shot at the beginning, really. There's an available rear seat entertainment system. It says this optional system is controlled by touchscreen or tablet and provides an interactive window to the world. Right, we can kind of see some interactive tablet thing that's down here, and then you've got these up on the back of the seat backs. It looks very intricate and involved in there. And for me personally, I don't really have an interest in the rear seat entertainment unless I was going to be sitting back there most of the time. So yeah. One of my favorite things about a BMW, yeah, besides the V8 muscle. You might have been thinking I was talking about that. No, I'm talking about the available M Sport package. I love BMWs in M Sport. I love M BMWs in general, M performance cars, right? What's not to love about an M performance car? But when you get a regular BMW that's not an M performance car, I love to see them with the M Sport packages. The 7 Series with the M Sport package, big body 7 Series with the M Sport. Look how beautiful that looks. It looks gorgeous. I guess you can already assume we'll be having an M Sport package on our 750i xDrive. Very nice, super fast car. Why do you need an Alpina? I mean, seriously. Oh, speaking of Alpina, I have actually done a build and price on the M760i. That's a sweet little ride too. I'm going to go ahead and put a link up to that. I probably already have. So like I said, make sure you look at some of these other videos that are related. They're cool too. We kind of talked already about what some standard features were, like this standard parking assist plus. There's standard multi-contour seats as well. It says now every 7 includes heated 20-way power multi-contour front seats as standard. Had to stop here to enjoy the beautiful shot of the 2027 series, and we can see that huge grille up front that I was talking about in the beginning. The grille is it's huge, but you know what? They've got to make the grille bigger. Why? Because the car makes a lot more horsepower now, so they got to get more air to that engine. So it makes sense that the grille is, I think they said, about 40% bigger. I think I was reading. Look at where this guy's pulling his car out from. This guy's kicking it, huh? I think he's kicking it. It says here, the optional remote engine start, standard comfort access, and standard LED light carpet ensure the experience of the new 7 extends beyond the vehicle itself. Man, that looks gorgeous. Gosh, that car looks good. I mean, sumptuous. It really does. I like BMWs. Look how beautiful that interior looks. It says, live the dream. Yeah, buddy. With incredible available features like the optional Bowers & Wilkins Diamond surround sound. So I guess BMW has ditched Bang & Olufsen. So I guess they've moved on to Bowers & Wilkins now. They got front and rear massaging seats, front and rear heated armrests, and more. Okay, so let's go check the gallery, and then we'll go check out a few more features. And then I think we'll go ahead and do our build and price. And yeah, so let's go do that. Let's go check out the gallery right now. Yeah, the BMW's hot. It's really, really hot. Look at this 7 Series. This looks like an older 3 Series back in there, back here in the corner, doesn't it? Looks like an older 3 Series. I don't want to say E46 or something like that, but it's definitely an older 3 Series. You can tell by the lights. You can tell by those angel eye lights that are not LED. Very cool. I like the throwback that they did on that. So yeah, there's that huge grille. It says the active kidney grille on the new 7 Series has been redesigned with an even more powerful presence. Yeah, it's got to be. Active means I think that these shutters open and close so they can really control the airflow. It says deep air breathers. This was aft the front wheels, like I was saying in the intro. Right here they're showing the 20-inch multi-spoke ferric gray wheels. Nice. I don't think we need to watch that little movie. Here's a top shot of an Alpina B7. Right, another shot of an Alpina B7. Looking quite gorgeous. Now, I have to admit, the Alpina does look nice, but it doesn't look as nice as the one from back in the day. What do I mean by the one from back in the day? I'm going to show you. I don't know. Let me pull up a photo of a 2011 BMW Alpina B7. So, yeah, here it is. I think the older ones look better than the newer ones. I think the 7 Series looks hot, but I think the older 7 Series, like this one right here, this black one right here, this bad boy looks tight, right? It looks tight, and you can whip that one up to 600 horsepower and get on down the road. I like that one. Okay, let's move on. Oh, so this is what the LED carpet means. It's standard. It's lighting that lights your pathway to your very expensive new 7 Series. Here's a shot of it out on the road in the Barina Gray or whatever they call it. Yeah, let's get on to some. There we go. Get on to some interior photos. Wow, look at it back there. It's completely just gorgeous. Look at that. Passengers in the rear seat can take control of climate, lighting, audio settings, and more with the available touch command tablet. Now, how much does that cost if you lose that? How much does it cost to replace that bad boy? And what do you have to go through to lose that? The seats are just crazy. This one's inside the Alpina B7. Now, I just got done saying that I'd like the black one better, and I do. But this new one, I wouldn't turn it down. You understand what I'm saying? Wow, buddy, look at this. Quilted leather. Look at the heads-up display. I was just doing another BMW yesterday. I think I was doing, what was it, the X2? Yeah, I was doing the 2020 X2. And I was saying then that I think BMW makes the best heads-up display in the business. And they do. Look, they're going to show it one more time. We might as well just hang out real quick one more time so we can see. There it is. Look how nice that is. It's gorgeous. I do a lot of build-in prices, okay? A lot. I've got well over 400 videos at the time of this recording, so I get to look at a lot of cars. That is the best heads-up display in the business. Now, this TFT driver cluster right here, it looks nice, but Audi certainly has the best version of this. So, you know, there's an exchange. I'm not playing favorites with anybody. But this is very nice, though, too, right? This is the redesigned digital instrument cluster. It shows music, directions, and more on a display that changes to match your drive mode. Very cool. Here's the nice shifter. You've got your sport comfort buttons, Eco Pro. You could turn off your parking sensors. Looks like you can raise and lower the car. Is it on an air suspension? You got your USB right there in front. You got, it looks like a wireless charging pad, I bet you, right there, because it's showing the percentage of charge. So that would be indicative of it being a charging pad. Here's a beautiful shot of another 7 Series. They are gorgeous, though. Wow, look at the ambient lighting. This is a shot of the Alpina B7. Here they're showing that available Bowers and Wilkins sound system. The new 7 Series with its iDrive 7, right? Remember, it jumped 2 generations, and it looks great. I think BMW's been doing they've been doing this infotainment thing since circa 2003 or whatever with the 750i or whatever, and nobody does it better than them. They've been at it a long time, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be the best, but I certainly think that they are. I also think that we are at the end, because there's nothing else for me to click. I think that we're at the end of the images. So let's go check out a few more features, and then we'll go do the build and price. Some of this stuff will be redundant, but it's okay, right? The larger kidney grills, we know about. Redesigned bumpers, I talked about. And now they're showing those standard adaptive LED headlights. Here's a nice shot of those redesigned taillights, right? We didn't really get a shot of those. I was talking about them in the beginning, but I didn't really show them. So here's a nice shot of the redesigned taillights. Not too bad. So the new BMW is intuitive, right? Remember we were talking about that command assistant or the driving assistant. You can say things like, hey BMW. It says here, find a coffee shop, I'm tired, how's my tire pressure? For every question or qualm, the voice-activated BMW intelligent personal assistant is there to help. It gets smarter with every interaction, making your drive perfect before you even ask. That's really cool. That's super futuristic. So it gets to know you and the way you are. I think that's really cool. It's like having Kit from Knight Rider in your car all the time, isn't it? We already learned about this, but this is the new redesigned digital instrument cluster, right? We know about that it shows music, directions, and all that based on your moods and modes and all that there. Here they're talking about a 7 Series that's smarter than ever because it's got the latest driving assistance technology, like that backup assistant, because it can record your maneuvers. So if you get stuck in a tight spot, it can actually get you out because it can just retrace your steps. I think that's pretty neat. It's gimmicky, yes, but it might actually come in handy at some point. This get in and go, I like this whole LED light carpet. That's pretty cool. I think that's nice. Everybody's kind of doing these puddle lights, they are also called. Everybody's doing them, sort of kind of. Lincoln does them, I know, where they put their logo down there. This is an interesting rendition for BMW on how they do theirs. And then down here, what are they talking about? They're talking about the standard safety features. We kind of already went through that. The lane departure warning, the active blind spot detection, all that there. What we didn't talk about is this breathtaking vista. We can apparently set the mood. This panoramic sky lounge is perfect complement to the captivating lighting experience inside the 7 Series. I guess that's the roof that has LED lights that maybe change colors or something like that. They do like mentioning that rear seat entertainment, but you know what? They put a lot of work into that. It's gorgeous back there. It really is, honestly. I love the quilting. It looks like these headrests are suede and not leather. Very nice. They're talking about the peerless craftsmanship, and they're talking about BMW Individual. Do you know what BMW Individual is? Well, if you don't, No fret. Don't worry, my friend. I've already put up a video. So you just click that little eye icon up in the top. I've already put up a video to my what is a BMW individual? What does it mean? I've actually done a video on BMW individual and what it means. So if you need to be brought up to speed on that, you can go check out that video as well. Okay, before we get to the build-in price, let's check a few specs out. Let's check a few specs. We already know that the starting price is $102,650. It still makes a lot of more horsepower now, but it's still stuffed into a 4.4 liter V8. It's been a 4.4 liter V8 for a while. It makes 523 horse, makes 553 pound-feet of torque from 1800 RPM to 1600 RPM. It's going to feel quite stout. This car is going to be stupid fast, is what I'm trying to say. Performance 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. Top speed is limited to 155 miles an hour. It's got a 20-gallon fuel tank. They don't tell us how much fuel economy that this vehicle gets. It does have run flat tires, and it does have staggered wheels, 19 by 8.5 in the front and 19 by 9.5 in the rear. 245 45s up front, 275 40s out back. Not too big. Exterior dimensions. It is longer. It's longer than the S-Class Mercedes now. It's 207.4 inches long. It's 74.9 inches wide. It's 58.2 inches tall. The 2020 BMW 750i xDrive weighs 4,722 pounds. And it's close enough to 50-50 weight distribution. 53% up front, 47% in the back. Headroom, interior headroom is 39.9 inches all the way around. Leg room, 41.4 inches all around. Well, it says in the front. And in shoulder room in the front, I don't know why they don't tell us in the rear, is 59.2 inches. So I guess we've learned as much as we can about the specs. Now we can actually go do the build-in price. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is choose our look. Do we want the luxury look? No, we don't, sir. We want the motorsports form, right? That's going to give us we get an M Sport exhaust system. I didn't know that wasn't like that back in the day. M Sport exhaust system, sport automatic transmission, aero kit, shadow line exterior trim, and M steering wheel. Oh, it says show more. Well, let's see more. Oh, anthracite headliner. So, and M steering wheel. Do you know what the shadow line exterior trim is? If you don't, I'll tell you. Now, you see on this car around the windows how it has chrome window trim around that? If you choose shadow line, it's all black trim. That's really what that means. It blacks all that out. So let's go ahead and choose the Motorsport. All right. So now we have Motorsport, and that bumps our price up to $105,650. Let's move on to the colors. I think we got to do this car in black. I think we need to do this car in jet black. We're going to do it in jet black. Oh, wow, really? So we can't do an M Sport package in jet black. Well, I guess we're not doing jet black, are we? I guess we will do... Can we do black sapphire? Even though I don't really want to do black sapphire, can we do black sapphire with the M Sport package? Yes. Okay. Well, at least we can do that. So we've got the M Sport package, and we've got a black BMW. Good start. We'll get the windows tinted at the dealer, right? Okay. The next thing we need to do is choose our wheels. What do we have for wheels? What do we have for 20-inch options? Let's go all the way there first. Here's the top of the line wheels here. 20-inch BMW individual V-spoke wheels. Let's see what those bad boys look like. You got to remove the of course you got to remove the M Sport. I didn't think about that. Of course you got to remove the M Sport wheels if you are going to, we will just leave the M Sport wheels on there. We'll leave the wheels that come with the package. That's the way to go. Let's move on to the upholstery now. Okay. Let's do the black with the M piping. All right, there it is. That looks a little bit better. Black with the M piping. What else do they have? They have a whole bunch of other interior options to get really expensive, but like merino leathers. But to be quite honest with you, it's not really that big of a deal to me. The black with the M piping, it actually works. It's not really about the cost or anything. It's just about that's what feels good to me. Let's see, what else? We talk about trim here. Be nice if they had some carbon fiber, but they don't. And I don't see burl walnut either, which is one of my favorites. You don't really see that too much anymore. They've got this chestnut wood. Let's see what that looks like. Nah, I don't really like that. I wanted something that was a little more orangey, but you know what? I think we'll just leave the chestnut wood. We'll leave that there because it's really not that big of a deal. Not not for the video anyway. And there's really nothing else that I like. Although, let's see, maybe in black might be all right. Maybe we'll do the fine line black wood. Let's do that. We'll do the fine line black wood. Or, should we do the piano, the individual piano? Can we do that? Maybe we'll do the individual piano. Why the hell not? We'll do the individual piano, and let's move on to options. Okay, so they say options, but it's really packages. Do we want the executive package? What's included in the executive package? Front massaging seats, power rear sunshade and rear side window shades. Oh, there's that sky lounge, ceramic controls, front ventilated seats, and an instrument panel with Napa leather finish. Yeah, I think that's worth $4,000. Let's go ahead and get the executive package. We now have that. There's some additional nickel and dime stuff. The cold weather package. I don't think well, what's the cold weather package? We may want to get that. The cold weather package gives us the heated steering wheel, remote engines. Yeah, we want that for $750. We want that, as long as it doesn't remove something. That's the only caveat on some of this stuff. Autobahn package. I don't think we need that. Driving assist professional package, luxury package, rear seat packages. We don't need those. We're good. What's down here on the options? We have the remote engine start. Do we want the night vision camera? I always say I want that, but do I want to pop for that? You know what? Yeah, I actually want to pop for the night vision camera. What else is there? Integral active steering? No. Wood inlay steering wheel? Nah, we don't need that. Ambient air package, iconic adaptive LED headlights. What does that really do for us? It pushes the boundary by providing maximum output allowable for the United States. Yeah, give me the brightest lights possible. I like that. Because sometimes it's dark and we need lights. I want that Bowers and Wilkins sound system, though, I'll tell you that. The extended shadow line trim. So what does that really mean? The kidney frame, air intake, tailpipe finishers, as well as kidney struts and striking black gloss. Yeah, let's go ahead and wick that up and make it extra, right? So now we've got all blacked out. We've got the black interior. We've got the Bowers and Wilkins. Ooh, there's the M Sport brakes. We're all over the M Sport brakes as well. And then this stuff is just BMW prepaid maintenance stuff. We don't talk about that stuff on the channel. So that said, let's move on to the accessories. Are there any accessories that we think that we want? The wireless charging case? No. Snap-in adapter? Nah, we don't. All this stuff is available at the dealer, FYI. Floating center caps? Oh, floating center caps so that they always stay straight up and down. Yeah, that might be cool. That might be cool. That might be really cool because I know Rolls-Royce does that too, don't they? Yeah, let's do that for $99 just for fun. I think that's cool. Other than that, I think we're ready to actually go to the summary. So let's go over to the build summary. That BMW looks nice, doesn't it? 2020 750i xDrive sedan in black, black leather, M Sport package, super fast. Started life at $102,650. Now we're at $119,179. I'm going to print off this build summary. So if you like the way that I've built and spec'd this car, you can download the build summary right now in the description below. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I like this car. Yep, it's expensive. Don't care. These kind of cars are. I like this one. Very, very nice. I like to have this one in my garage. It's a beautiful car. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm going to give this car definitely 2 thumbs up for sure, especially with the nice, healthy horsepower increase. So now this car is really fast and sporty. Yeah, for sure. If you found this build and price review of the new 2020 BMW 750i xDrive review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.